Today I'll be reacting to 6 safety tips for visiting America. My friends, I'm coming to America this year and I'm so excited, but I really wonder what those are. So before I go into that, let me ask you for one thing. If you can leave a like, thank you so much. It's the best way to show support. If you can subscribe, well, in that case, forget about it. You make my day. Have that in consideration. Link for the original video in my description, and let's play it.
Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Walter's World, and today we are in the hostess city of Savannah, Georgia, a beautiful place to be.
Georgia.
And today what we have for you are the 6 things that tourists should actually kind of pay attention to when they do come to the U.S. Because you hear all these crazy stories and horrible stories about the U.S. and crime and stuff like that. And in reality, the U.S. is a very safe place. And there's only
Of course, I know America is a very safe place. There is bad areas like there is in Europe. But let me say one thing. Sometimes I react to this type of videos and it's basically Europeans sharing their perspective. Today I think I end up doing a much better research because this gentleman is actually American but travels a lot in America, travels a lot across the world. So I'm so excited and so curious to see his perspective. And leave a like if you enjoy this type of videos, my friends, because those are some of my favorite ones.
only a few things you really need to worry about because it might happen. So I'm going to focus on those 6 things in this video that I actually take care of when I travel the US. So let's get started. And the first thing is getting ripped off by a taxi. Look, if you're going into a big city or you're flying into an airport and you're going to take a taxi from there, those are the easiest ways for taxi to rip you off because look, you're
Wait, my friends, but in most parts of the US right now, Uber and other similar type of services will be available, right? I don't think I need to pick a taxi.
Coming into the city, you don't know how things are set up. You're like, oh, take me to this hotel here. They're like, oh, okay. And they might take the long way to get there, and you could get ripped off that way. And so what I recommend you do,
by the way, this also happens here,
with taxis and stuff like that is, one, when you're going to book your accommodation, ask them, hey, how much would a taxi be from the airport or the conference or whatever to your hotel, so you have a rough idea of how much you should pay. Also ask them, how long does it usually take, rush hour or off rush hour? And if you're coming from places like downtown or the airport, they'll know how long that should be, so you can have a rough idea. And the thing is, if you feel like you're getting ripped off or you're getting the runaround, you have all these apps on your phone that can help you track where you're going and stuff like that, or the best way to get to the airport to your hotel. So do those things and be like, hey, why aren't we going on Bay Street, just to have some idea like that. And also take the number of the cab driver. They have to have that there. If you don't see their nameplate and all that information, you don't be in that cab anyway, okay? And of course,
honestly, my friends, this video can be even very important for all of you, my friends, because you guys also travel inside of the US, right? This for me, I don't think is a huge deal since I'm going to rent a car in America. So my using Uber, taxi, or even public transportation, I feel like it will be very little of my journey. But it's really interesting. I had no idea about this. I know it happens here, but I was not sure if it ended up happening in America also.
of course, you can always there's the Lyft and the Ubers. That's in a lot of places in the US as well. So at least that gives you a rough idea what the price is beforehand. You got the person's name and stuff like that. So there is that option, okay? The second thing I worry about when you come here is getting your medicine stolen from your hotel room. There's a lot of tourists that have written us and talked to us and said, hey, you know what? I went to this hotel and my meds disappeared, or a few of my meds disappeared. Look, prescription drug abuse in the US is not a joke. It really is there. And people can make a lot of money selling people's medicines. And you might think, wow.
Holy, okay, this one is totally new to me, my friends. Thank God I don't take any medicine in a daily basis. And my wife also don't, my kid also don't. So, but still, I was not aware of this at all. Did you guys know this?
Why would they want my blood pressure medicine? Why would they want my cholesterol medicine? Why would they want my weight loss medicine? Look, The thing is people will see it and they might take it. I'm not saying it happens a lot, but I'm saying it could happen. So make sure you're always putting your medicines away in your hotel. So put it, in your carry-on bag or in your bag or in your suitcase or something like that during the day. Because I know what, most of the people that work in these places are fantastic people, but just like anything, one bad apple could cause an issue. So make sure you do put those meds away. Also, I would say is don't forget when you do travel, never put your medicine in your checked bags. Always have it on your carry-on so it's with you, so you don't have to worry about that, okay? Now, my third thing I worry about when I'm here is being in the wrong place at the wrong time. And that's when you're looking at things like, carjackings and stuff like that, which don't happen very often, but it's more of a crime of opportunity. So you know what? Make sure you're talking to your hotel. Hey, are there any parts of town I shouldn't be in? Or is there a place I should check out or not check out? Is there certain places that are nice during the day or at night? Because you'd be surprised how many places, not just here in the US, but around the world, which are beautiful, beautiful tourist spots during the day, but not really places you want to be at night. So do actually ask your concierge about that. Now,
Okay. Interesting again. My friends, but be honest with me. I will start at in New York, and of course, a lot of those tips are probably very important. Specific crime, I think, is important to. I need to be careful in that city. Let's be realistic. It's a big city. It's crazy chaotic at the end of the day. So I have to be safe. But after New York, I'm going to Texas. Let's be real, my friends. Do you guys think in Texas is really that dangerous? I feel like as long you are respectable, I feel like Texas is such a safe place. Am I crazy to say this? At least I have this idea. I mean, I don't even know what region I'm going, what city I'm going in Texas. So there is also that. But I feel like comparing with New York, I would be much safer. Would you guys agree with me?
Now, my next thing I kind of worry about when I go around, when I'm with my kids, are aggressive beggars or aggressive homeless people. You will see, as rich as America is, you will see an inordinate amount of homeless people and people begging in the U.S., which is really sad. And the thing is,
no, that's sad for sure, my friends. But this is more common in places like California, from what I see on the news or even reacting to videos. The same question I end up asking to you, my friends, is I'm going to repeat myself better saying. So when I go to New York, I know I have to be a bit more careful with crime and stuff like that. Probably also beggars will be a bit more aggressive there. But do you guys think in Texas I will face this type of problems? Because I feel like Texas is such a safe place. And what about homeless people, beggars? Is also a problematic state, or do you guys think it is much better comparing with California, New York? Places that are also tremendous, but they deal with this problematic social situations, social stuff.
Is in the bigger cities and the more touristy cities, I've seen a lot of the beggars getting more forceful. Hey, give me $1. Hey, give me some more money. I want more than this. Hey, come on, give me some stuff. And it gets people very uncomfortable. And the thing is if you see, this going on or something like that, I'll cross the street. I'll turn around and walk the other way. I'll go into the shop right there. Hey, it's Victoria's Secrets.
Honestly, Victoria's Secrets. Honestly, my tactic will be no English. Dollar, only euro. I hope that works.
Whatever, I'm going in, because I don't want to deal with that. And the thing is, it's a very sad thing in the U.S., but as a tourist, you do need to have a heads up about that. So what I recommend is you can't walk out of the way or something like that. Just say, I don't have any cash. Sorry, I don't have any cash. Because nowadays, most people don't have cash. We just use credit cards. Well, don't tell them, oh, I don't have any cash, but I got credit cards.
That's true.
No. You never know. They might whip out a little thing. Say, oh, I take credit card now. No, but honestly, just say, hey, I don't have any cash, man. Sorry. And just keep on walking, okay? Now, the fifth thing I do watch out when I do travel in the U.S., and this is one that actually is more than just the U.S., this is anywhere I go, are credit card scams. If you're going to a restaurant or you're going someplace and you don't feel comfortable, and sometimes you may feel totally comfortable, but you want to make sure you always
What the hell this means? Credit card scams.
Keep an eye on your credit card. If they're going to take your credit card to go pay, make sure you can watch them where they're going. And sometimes they'll bring it, could you just bring it here so I can sign or put my chip card in or whatever so you can pay attention to what's going on. Also, if you
of course. Wait. You guys in America give your credit card to the person and the person goes away with your credit card? My friends, this never happens here. When I use my credit card, I'm always there. And I try to see if no one is looking at what the hell I'm doing. You know what I mean? Because they can get really good information with the credit card.
You know, if you want, go walk up with them, like, oh, I'll come with you to sign. You know, and most of the time it's not a problem, but it is something you need to check out, because what I do is when we travel around, we'll pay with credit cards a lot, and then I always check my bill afterwards, like, is there anything extra? Is there anything that I didn't go through right? And so that might be something you want to look at, okay? And then my sixth one actually has to do with your rental car or your car when you're driving around the U.S. You do have to drive around the U.S. because it is such a big place, and public transport really isn't something you're going to use too much when you are here. And what I would say is, you got to worry about getting your car broken into at night. Look, if you have any valuables at all, do not leave them out in your rental car. Bring all your suitcases in.
Wait, my friends, but don't you... Actually, this gentleman is tremendous with this type of videos, but don't you guys think this is a big generalization in the sense that, like I was saying, do you guys think it's the same logic if you are in Texas or, I don't know, Colorado versus, for example, in Montana? You know, I feel like crime there is probably very low. Maybe this is some type of stereotype that I have in mind around certain states, and could be that. But of course, again, I'm going to use that example, even though I have a lot of viewers from that state, and it's one of the most beautiful states in America at the end of the day, California. But I know it's quite more problematic in certain areas. So don't you guys think this is a big need? I think it's more fair to go state by state. You know, if you go to California, maybe this advice is much better to you than if you go to, again, Montana.
When you're going to be...
Sorry, but do you guys agree with that?
Spending the night. Do not leave anything in that car. You may think, oh, it's just a few dollars and change. Hey, that few dollars and change looks good to somebody. Oh, it was just like the battery charger for my phone. Boom, that could be something as well. So put...
But to be fair, Portugal is a very safe country. I feel like comparing with the US, I think Portugal even ranks a bit better. But this is still something that I'm very careful. You know, I never leave anything on my car that I think if someone looks, not because I feel it will happen, but better be safe than sorry.
Put everything away.
So overall, this is good advice no matter where, but I just think it's probably even more important if you are in certain states.
So people can't see it. And the thing is, that can happen during the day as well. When we're going around places, we have the cover over the car, we rent a car with a trunk to put our stuff in there so we don't have to worry about it, okay? So those are just some of the...
Car accidents kill the most American tourists abroad? Oh, this is the #1 reason, my friends. Oh, my friends, I'm not... honestly, look, I like to be very honest with you, my friends. I'm not that good of a driver. I'm not, you know. A lot of men pretend, yeah, I drive very well. I don't. I mean, I drive for necessity. That's it. Damn, I have to be careful. And here I'm going to complain about Texas. From what I understand, Texas can be very problematic in terms of traffic, right? Okay. I will be so safe, you guys have no idea.
Some of the things that I actually worry about when I travel the U.S., I don't worry about too many other things when I go around because it is a pretty safe country to go see. And I hope this helps you feel more comfortable about coming to the U.S. because the thing is, you'll be safer if you're better prepared, and that's what we're trying to do for these videos, okay? So most likely, none of the stuff's actually going to happen to you in the U.S., but it might give you some things to feel better about coming here because you know what you're looking out for. And I would add one thing. If someone does try to mug you or carjack you or something like that, which is extremely unlikely in the U.S., just give it to them. Give your wallet, your phone, your car, whatever. Course. You do not want to give them a reason to use whatever they're using against you. Just give it to them.
Great advice.
Because the thing is, you can get a new car. You can get a new phone. You can get a new camera. You can go and actually book those vacations again and go get those same pictures with your family again. But you can't replace you, okay? So just give it to them if it does actually happen. And that's not just here in the U.S. That's anywhere in the world. Just give it to them. Agree. Because it's not worth you losing your life or getting hurt because of that. It's just a camera. It's just a computer. It's just a phone. Just give it to them and let them go. That's just one little safety thing I do want to tell you, though. Anyway, if you want to learn more about visiting the U.S., the 10 things that'll shock tourists when they come here, the things you don't do here in the U.S. or even here in the South, check us out on our website at waltersworld.com. We're also on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and we really appreciate your likes and subscriptions. And if you do subscribe to our YouTube channel, we put out a new travel video every Wednesday and Saturday from all over the world. So I'll say, bye from Savannah, Georgia.
Thank you,
And
my
yes, you have
friend.
a safe, fantastic time in the U.S. But just like anywhere you go, always pay attention.
Of course. Thank you, my friend. My friends, also thank you for watching this with me. It really means a lot you guys end up staying until the end. Tell me if you end up agreeing with these points and also with the points I try to expand a bit more, right? A couple of these points I think are tremendous, but I think they are more. You have America is too big to say all of those in general, if you know what I mean, right? But yeah, thank you so much. See you guys in the next one. Bye, my friends.